An email unearthed by the committee last week shows Dr. Anthony Fauci saying on February 1, 2020, that scientists he had discussed the COVID virus with were concerned there were mutations in the virus that would be most unusual to have evolved naturally in the bats, and that there was a suspicion that this mutation was intentionally inserted. Fauci allegedly added that suspicion was heightened by the fact that scientists in Wuhan University are known to have been working on gain-of-function experiments to determine the molecular mechanisms associated with bat viruses adapting to human infection, and the outbreak originated in Wuhan. I serve on the COVID subcommittee. It's a special committee on oversight where we are investigating everything to do with COVID. And yes, it's true. Dr. Fauci knew all about gain-of-function. As a matter of fact, many of them did in the National Institute of Health, Green alleged to Breitbart News in an interview in West Palm Beach, Florida. They knew this, and they had email exchanges leading up to the story that came out on Proximal Origins, where they lied to us. That's where the doctors came together and they announced that, oh, this didn't come out of the Wuhan lab, this came from a bat, just naturally occurring at the wet market in Wuhan. Well, all of us know that's a lie. Even the then CDC Director Robert Redfield said, no, this came from the Wuhan lab, she continued. But on our COVID committee, we are leading up to eventually have Dr. Fauci come in, but we think it's important to talk to everyone else first before we talk to him, she said. Despite the February 2020 email, Fauci later told National Geographic in May of 2020 that there was no scientific evidence that COVID-19 was created in a laboratory. This year, both the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the Department of Energy concluded the virus was likely produced in a lab. Fauci was, at the time, the director of the National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Diseases and responsible for virus research. His institute had a history of funding gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, although he denied that fact in 2021 during a congressional testimony.